Okay, so welcome. It's the start of another streaming session here. This is going to be a little bit more of the Dicey Dungeons gameplay. We'll show some of the other characters here, and then we'll get back to our endless space game. The stream continues to run at completely random times, just depending on what we're doing. We were out on a little day trip earlier today with our baby William, and then we got back, so the stream started a little bit later. Okay, so last week showed off the warrior, showed off the witch as two classes. I am going to show the thief this time. Hi Grillo, happy Friday. Thief is a little bit more complicated than the warrior, although still not a super complicated class. The thief is probably the game's strongest class based on what I've seen, if everything goes according to plan. So we'll just do, again, the basic standard rules. You have these different options that you can do. So like these two change up the rules. This one tends to be one of the hardest. Enemies get extra health and all their equipment is upgraded. And then this one, you have status effects work differently. And then this gives extra bonus rules, but we'll just start with the standard setup here. Maybe someday we'll show some of the others, but I want to show the basic gameplay. All right, so warrior class, all about rolling high numbers. The thief is kind of the opposite. This is the main weapon for the thief, the dagger. You can't use it with a number higher than 3, so that sounds bad initially, but there's some ways to make this very powerful. And then a lockpick that can split a dice in 2. So you can split high dice into smaller dice. So again, doesn't sound that great to start out, but we'll get to see. So the other thing that the thief does is at the beginning of every round, the thief steals one of the abilities of the enemy. So you always steal an enemy's ability, and that's very powerful, even though you can't quite predict it. All right, so anyway, we split the 4 into a 3 and a 1. So 1, 3, and then use their enemy's ability. So the thief is actually quite good on its own, but then the fact that it gets to steal an enemy ability is also excellent too. Alright, so, and their limit break is they roll 4 additional 1s, which again is kind of weird, doesn't sound that great, but is actually quite good again. Alright, so 3, 1, and then we use the enemy ability to finish them off. So far so good. Let's see what we get in the chest. Alright, this is nice because it's reusable. Bandage, you can heal for 1 health on odd numbered dice. The thief tends to roll a lot of 1s. Okay, well, look at this. So we have stolen, we got the chance to steal either the broadsword or the small shield. But, so like, even though I can't use the 6 with this dagger, I can use it on the stolen ability. So I can just hit for this. Watch, if we wanted to, we could actually heal here as well. We could heal for 1 and then kill him. Doesn't matter because we auto level up after this fight and we get all our health back anyway. Get an extra dice to roll. But that's something we would have been able to do. Okay, so out of these, the marshmallow is the more difficult enemy, so I'm going to fight them first while I'm on full HP. Oh, nice. So you have the chance to roll either the snowball or the fireball is the stolen ability. And because I have this 5, I can use this perfectly, so there we go. And, oh, here's another thing you can do. So see how the lockpick says split a dice in 2? If you use a 1, it actually duplicates it, so we actually get an extra 1. We get to actually do an extra point of damage there. Frozen is a status that turns the highest die rolled into a 1, so that's actually really good for us. Also being frozen is not bad for the thief, because 1s are not bad rolls for the thief. Now we can't use this, unfortunately, but we can just slap this guy. Alright, so that's a bad dice roll for us. He's going to do 9 damage and burn and freeze the dice. As I said, this guy can be quite dangerous. So at least we get to use our unlucky roll here. So watch, we can get more 1s. Split the dice in 2. We do not have enough damage to kill him, unfortunately. I will freeze a die. This is why I said I wanted to fight this guy first. I think we'll be able to... Actually, I should have done all damage there. Okay, so that's good. We got turned a 5 into a 1. I should have done all damage there, and then if I had any leftover dice. Alright, so we can kill him with the 2, or we can kill him with this 6, so split the dice in half, heal, heal, heal. There we go. Fortunately, we get the limit break for use in the next fight. As I said, that guy can be very dangerous. If he rolls a lot of if he rolls like a high odd and a high even on the same turn, you can be taking like 10 damage a round. Anyway, let's see what's in the store. Okay, this sounds good, steal 1 gold, but I have not found that that's really necessary. This is not really that good. I suppose you can turn a high dice roll into 2 1s, but that's kind of inefficient. This, however, is amazing. Being able to duplicate a die is excellent. It's basically you just get an extra die per fight, so that's really good. And between these two, the Dryad I think is the easier of the two, so I don't think we need to grab the healing items. We auto heal after this fight. Alright. Seeing you fight a marshmallow creature, indeed. So this is what I was hoping for. So see how it's the Venus Flytrap. Dryad has 2 abilities, can poison, and then just does X amount of damage. I was hoping that I would steal this one and have a 6. So we can do 6 and heal for 2. Let's split this, duplicate it, and then we can hit for 8. We'll just use this and pound for another 4 damage. There we go. So unfortunately, this person also rolled a 6, which is not ideal, because they also got the heal. Alright. We want to duplicate this. We can't use the 5. Let's see if we do this. Do we have enough? Oh man, we're 1 short of enough to kill. Okay. So I need to make sure I don't die here. So if he does 6 and 4, 10 is the most damage you can do. So let's just make sure that we have 11 health. Okay, so I'm going to get poison. And that's not too bad. Again, we auto heal after this fight, so this is a better roll for us. So like we can duplicate this, so now we could hit for 9. We could actually hit for 13 this round if we had to, but alright. Okay, so these are not that useful. Reduce the cooldowns on all equipment, whatever. This is if you want to go a poison build. I'm probably not going a poison build, but I'll at least take this right now. And then let's go see what's in this chest. If we get the free heal after this fight anyway. Okay. Interesting. I actually picked up the sneeze instead of the spike, which is what you normally get. Now the bad news is I have all these high-numbered dice, which I can't really do a whole lot about. Like, I could reduce the cooldowns, but that's not going to do anything. Okay, yeah, so this is... Sometimes you can get to... So what you do want to get with the Thief some way to use high dice rolls on the occasions that you pick them up. As I said, I can't really use them right now, though. So there's not much I can do with these high dice values. Anyway, so we'll do what damage we can. I'll put poison on him. As many as I have. And then I have these leftover dice I can't do anything with. So that was kind of a bad roll for me. Poison is your standard ticking damage over time effect. The most noteworthy thing about poison is it goes through shields. Okay, this is a much better roll for us here. Yeah, this would have been good to have last round. I wish I'd had that. Anyway, duplicate the 3. Split this. Use it to get extra poison. Should be able to kill him next turn. Yeah, actually I think the poison basically kills him next turn. So he can use the 1s. If he rolls double 6, it actually gets kind of nasty, but... Yeah, I think he basically dies from the poison, but let's split this. And duplicate this. Okay, now you're dead to poison, so we'll just heal. Easy enough. We didn't really need to heal because there's the 2 apples just sitting on the ground. What's in the chest? Alright, this is also situationally useful. Is it better than any of these things? Probably not at the moment. Probably, well, I think it might be better than the poison needle. I don't know that I need... Actually, I don't really need both of these. It's probably one or the other. I'd probably rather have the heal than the damage reduction. I could switch that on a fight-by-fight basis. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get to the anvil. Anvil's really good for the thief because it'll let us upgrade the dagger, which gets vastly better once it's upgraded. Okay. So here we've got a chance to steal the pirate's cannon fire, so we can actually use these high dice. I'm going to split this, so I'm guaranteed to get some low dice here. I can't use these anyway else, so we'll do this, duplicate that. 2. Hopefully we can kill him next turn. He will take damage on the burn. That's good. He got a bad roll. 1 and 3 is not very good for him. Alright. Now, is there any way we can kill him here? We could duplicate this and then burn him. Yeah, I think that's how we do this. Duplicate the die, we'll burn him for 6, and he gets the burn effect. Split this. Alright, so now because this costs 2 HP and he only has 2, he can't use whatever die is burned, it'll kill him. So he can only hit us for 2 damage now, so that basically wasted his turn. And now we can potentially try to heal. Split this. Oh, I was looking for odd die. Oops, oh well. Just dumb luck. Alright, anyway, he's dead. So easy enough. Alright. So this lets you upgrade a piece of equipment. So for instance, upgrading the lockpick is, you can split it in 2, but on 6 splits into 3. Bandage. See how the bandage right now only works on odd. This you can now use it on anything. Poison needle's limited to 3 uses. This lets it go to 5. Counterfeit shrinks from 2 inventory slots down to 1, which is nice. And this is, again, instead of odd, it can be used for anything. But what we want to do is we want to upgrade the dagger. This is by far the most important piece of equipment to upgrade for the thief. It goes from doing X damage to X plus 1. And this is really huge because you roll so many 1s with the thief. All the 1s become 2 damage. Makes a humongous difference. So now we just got a lot more powerful. So you always want to be looking to upgrade that as soon as possible. This guy can actually... Oh, yeah. Look at this. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad we got that upgraded. We have all 1s here. So we'll duplicate the die, split the die in 2, unlucky roll the die, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 9 of these, so now we do 18 damage, because they all do 2 instead of doing 1. Really glad that we got this. Also, he's going to pound us for some fire damage, so the limit break will just fill back up again. Yeah, we did more than half his health. Even though we had an absolute garbage roll. Yeah, he's going to do 10 damage here, plus burn 2 dice. See, he filled up the limit break instantly. I told you this guy is pretty nasty. Alright. We can split this in 2. So we can use the 4 here. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to do that. The 5 we can't really use. We can use it to bandage for 1, but that would cost 2 health, so that's not worth doing. Might be able to kill him here. Hold on. Yeah, I think we can just kill him right here. With the limit break. Heal. Heal. Yeah, that guy's pretty nasty. He did get a good roll, but and again, we auto heal anyway, but still. Alright, what's in the chest? Another lockpick. That's probably better than the poison needle. Just another lockpick. Having double of these is not bad. And then we have the apples left over to heal after this fight. So we can use any high damage rolls on the rocks that this guy has. But we will probably want to split this. Okay, 2 2s. Probably want to just split this again. Yeah, because like we can use this for 3 damage, but like, and we want to duplicate the 3. So this would deal 2 here, but 3 here. So we'll do that. And then these are 3 here or 3 here, so it doesn't matter. So boom, dagger, 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 dagger. You get the idea. And all just like that, we just did 23 damage. Again, Thief, as I said, I think the Thief is probably the game's strongest class, and you haven't even seen the full abusiveness of this character yet. There's still more we can do. Okay. Split dice in 2 to duplicate that. Well, we might as well, so this will kill him, this does 3, so... Heal, heal, heal. Again, we're gonna get... Yes, unsplitting it is randomized, correct. Good question. Alright, so we'll grab that to heal, and let's see what's in the store. None of this is useful. This if you're going for a poison build, but the dagger is just kind of better than poison. This we don't need because we have the dagger. It's like, oh, I can use 5 to do 2 damage. Well, I can use a 1 to do 2 damage with the dagger, and then this is get 2 times the value next and only do it once per battle. This is not very useful. So we just passed that up. Okay. Alright, I'd like to see what's in the store, so let's go over there and check this out. So normally I wouldn't have great uses for 6s, but I can steal this guy, do 6 damage and shock. And fortunately I can split both of these. There we go, split this one. Double lockpick, actually pretty useful when I get a bad roll like that. So we actually were able to use every die, and we just did 25 damage? And we shocked him, so he's gonna have to waste a die to unlock something. Okay, he also shocked us as well. He was still able to use his full turn. What did we end up losing? Okay, one of the lockpicks, that's fine. Alright, so this, taking the 1 HP. Okay, so that'll kill him. And we can just heal with the other dice. And we have our limit break that we didn't have to use. Oh no, he did 4 damage. So, Thief, pretty overpowered. Pretty overpowered class. Let's see what's in the store. None of this stuff is useful either. A little unfortunate not finding stuff. I would have loved another anvil to get another upgrade, but that's okay. Alright, well, we can check out what's in the trade, the thing that lets you trade. Okay, so we have double 6s. Let's split this one. That was not the split that I wanted there. Let's just do this. And split this too. Okay. You can just use this here, I guess. I think I could have done that more efficiently. He's going to do a little damage to us, so we'll just start. I'll do this, because this stacks up damage over time with each use. I mean, like, that wasn't a great turn, and we still did 24 damage. That's a lot of 6s. Good thing he can only use this twice. And he'll be able to blind 2 of the dice, but at least he wasn't able to curse us. That's kind of nice. Okay. So first things first, do we have a 4? Neither of these is a 4. Okay. We want to split this. Can this be used by the dagger? Alright, so this is too large. That one worked though. Alright, so this one we can split. Oh, we do have a 4 now. Cool. We'll curse him. Duplicate the 3, otherwise toss everything over there. Oh, that's... Ah, we can't use that one. Oh well. That's fine. So Cursed is really nasty. All equipment has a 50% chance to fail. And... Alright, so... he was able to curse us, but his ability to do damage was actually taken out there. So one of the things we have to do now is we have to make sure that this curse, it's 50% chance when it pops up. We have to make sure we don't have that trigger on the dagger. So we want to basically try to kill things and get the curse to trigger. Okay. Wow. It's 50% every time, but so far it's still... Alright, there we go. Finally we triggered the curse. So this kills him, so let's see if we can heal off any of these others. Okay, there we go. The octopus tends not to be that dangerous. Anyway, we're going to heal up on our next victory, so we'll just take the max gold there. Alright, detonators. So this is a game if you're going a poison build, but we're not going a poison build because it's kind of inefficient. No, that's not a deal. It's not terrible, you can get a freeze, but I think we'd prefer just a lockpick. Alright. Loudbird's another one that doesn't do a lot of direct damage. Interesting here. So if I want, I could use this 4 to dodge the next attack. This guy can only actually hit us with 1 attack, so let's go ahead and do that. Split this, duplicate the 3. 3s are very good for us. Beat the living daylights out of this poor bird. Alright, so he's going to be able to silence us. Oh, we used our dodge to avoid the silence. Okay, whatever. We can make some of our equipment less powerful. Hopefully that didn't hit the dagger. Fortunately, it didn't. Okay, the good news is we can hit this guy. Oh, he's... Okay, wait. He has a dodge queued up as well. So we need to kill his dodge with a weak attack. Hit this. So we're gonna kill his dodge with this. There we go. So now we've weakened his stuff. And then just slam him with the dagger again and again and again. So we weakened so he is going to silence. He actually does get the dodge, but then he can't do any direct damage to us. So this fight's already over. Silence means we can't use our limit and we can't use the stolen ability. Alright, anyway. Okay, we just have to kill his dodge. That'll kill him, so we can heal. Oops, strong day. We're already at full HP, aren't we? Okay. We're already at full HP, and we have items to heal without outside there. Yeah. Okay, so this is also really good. The skeleton key. Set all dice to blank. So we're going to take that. We don't want to use it just yet, because we want to upgrade it first, but you'll see. Yeah, you'll see. Well, there's another anvil on the next floor that we're guaranteed to get. So let's head for this anvil, shall we? Alright. Oh, we might have the chance to curse this guy. Well, let's split this first. 2 double 3s, that's pretty good. And there we go, there's a 2. So we're going to curse him. We're hoping that that curse will trigger on his two-handed sword, which is his big wind-up ability. And then this is a useless dice, but whatever. There's one die we can't use, that's fine. Still did 17 damage. Alright. Oh, let's see. What's he going to try to do first? Alright. Yep, see the curse. Curse triggers, we take no damage. Not bad. Now we have the two-handed sword. Interesting. Alright. So we can hit him with this for 12. Potentially. But first we have to try to kill this curse. We still have 50% chance for something to fail every single time we roll one of these. Alright, there it goes. Finally was hit. So we can hit him for 12. We should be able to kill him next turn. He keeps rolling 2s, so he's going to get these curses off on me. He's actually rolled a 2 all 3 rounds, which is just a little bit annoying. Okay, that's a lot of 4s. Okay, there we go. Let's duplicate this. Now we can hit for 8, and then these will finish him off. There we go. Alright, he only did 7 damage. It's not too bad. The art design of this game is pretty cute. What do I think of Final Fantasy? It's not a game I've played, believe it or not. I don't have any experience with it. The more modern Final Fantasies I haven't played as much of. Alright. So for this guy, we have the ability to hit him with his stolen ability, Wicker Step. The thing is, this guy's actually weak against fire, so it actually does make sense that we want to hit him with that. So I actually want to do this, because it's going to do 18 damage to him and burn 2 dice. Yep. Because as you can see, he takes double damage, because he's weak against that. There's not a lot of like elemental strengths and weaknesses in this game, but that's one example of it. Nice, and we also burned him. So hopefully we should be able to kill him here before he gets another turn. Should be able to. Yeah, we can just duplicate this, and then the 12 kills him, so we'll just try to heal with whatever's left. Heal, heal, heal. Goodbye. It does look like Groot, I agree. Yeah, it's very cute art design. Okay. Alright. So, we're now going to upgrade. I mean, like, upgrading we've seen upgrading all this stuff would not be bad, but we're going to upgrade the skeleton key. You can set all dice to whatever the roll is, instead of needing doubles. So, let's take out the bandage. We're just going to go all offense here. I'm also hoping I can get another upgrade to shrink this down to just 1 slot. But we'll see what happens. Alrighty. Okay. So we can curse him if we want, but I think I'm going to go for it. So we're trying to get a 3. Ah, we got the 3. That's all we needed. Okay. So split a dice in 2. duplicated dice. Unlucky roll. Oh, wait, we can turn every die into a 3. Oh, that's rather good. So every one of these does 4 damage. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And since we can't kill him, we'll curse him. Wow, that might be a little overpowered. We just destroyed this guy. There goes the curse. Oh no, he did 1 damage to us. Oh no. Yep. So, casual 40 damage turn 1, yep. Now, we did use our limit there, but still, you get the idea. This is somewhat of an overpowered setup, you might say. So the Thief just does so much damage, it just punches right through. There's really no way to stop this, they just do so much damage. And the thing that's really impressive about this is the dagger you always have. And the skeleton key we got on level up, so you always get this as well. You're guaranteed to get both of these, and this is all you need to win the game is these 2. With those 2, you can just easily win the game every time. Alright, well let's see what else is available. Nope, again, poison build, potentially useful, but not what we're going for here. Alright, unfortunately we don't have that. We do have the spatula, which is kind of interesting, but I think we're okay. I do wish that we had gotten another upgrade thingy so that we could shrink this down. But realistically, we have everything that we need to finish this already. Alright. There we go. Okay. It's a shame we weren't able to get a 2 here to curse the curse. Like I was hoping one of those would split into a 3 and a 2. But anyway. Well, you know the drill by now. You're gonna see an awful lot of this. It's not gonna be a very complicated setup. You just pound these guys for so much damage they can't keep up. Won't be able to curse us. Or silence. Again, freeze is not terrible for us. Alright, again, we're hoping we can get a 3 here. There we go. Alright. So we are going to go ahead and use the curse, because I don't think we can finish him off on this turn. It's going to take another turn. So we might as well get that curse in place. If we had our limit break up, we could have killed, but I'd rather save the limit break for the boss. Okay, it saved us taking 1 damage. Not that big a deal. Okay, sure, and you're dead. So we get the heal, an extra die. Let's finish this off, shall we? Audrey, okay. I just have to hope Audrey's weaken does not target us. Okay. Now for a change, we can actually do more damage by doing this than by turning this into a 3. We just have to try to get a 3 here. Alright. Alright, we got our 3. Do this. Again, we actually do more damage by hitting for 6 here. Oh wait, we can duplicate this. Hit for 12. That's more than we would have gotten. Because we do 4 damage when they turn into 3s, but we did 6 damage with each of those hits. Yep, Thief, rather good. That is your casual 46 damage first. No, 48. 46 damage first turn. No, 48. 48 damage first turn. She's actually going to hit me pretty hard here. Because she can do the weaken 3 equipment. I just have to hope the dagger does not get hit by the weaken. Yeah, see that's unfortunate. It's actually both of our 2 most important pieces of equipment got hit there. So I don't think we're going to try to set them all. That's okay though. We have this. Fortunately, we were able to steal her headbutt, so 6 and 6. Let's split this in 2. That works. And we'll split this. Now, unfortunately, we can't actually use the 3s. I don't know if we have quite enough damage to actually. Yeah, I don't think we have quite enough damage to finish because the dagger got hit. I mean, we'll get it next turn, but would have been enough if the dagger had not gotten hit with the weaken. Would have been more than enough if the dagger hadn't gotten hit. Yeah, she got a much worse roll this time. Actually, she can't do anything. She got a terrible roll. Alright, so that's just it. Almost got the 2-turn. Again, if the weaken hadn't hit the dagger, we would have gotten the 2-turn kill. So Thief, very strong class. One thing I like about this game is you can play the game pretty quickly too. So I'm also going to show the robot, and then we'll switch over to the other game. All right, robot, a different mechanic. Instead of rolling dice, you fill up kind of a meter. I'll go ahead and show this. We'll just do the default one here. Yeah, robot smiley. All right. So starting equipment is the pea shooter, which is reusable, and plasma blaster, which does X damage but can't use 6s. So you can see you want to try to put a 5 in this and then dump anything left over into the pea shooter. However, instead of rolling dice, well, I guess you still technically roll dice. Robot has this meter, and when you roll dice, the meter fills up. And you basically want to like get close without going over. And the limit break is you can guarantee the jackpot, which means you hit the exact number. So like, watch, I'm going to use the 2. Here's another 2. Unless we roll a 1, we bust over the limit, and we do. So it goes error, and then you can't use any equipment once you go over the limit. So that's the way this class works, a little bit different. Okay, so this, and then that'll kill him. So a little bit different. Not too complicated, just you have to think about the dice rolls. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Ability to add a shield. Not bad. We're a little low on offense here at the start of the game. We need to find something that does a little bit more damage, because the pea shooter is not terribly good as far as damage goes. Okay, that's good. Let's put the shield on. Okay, and so we busted out there. Oh, why did I bother to put the shield on? I forgot. This guy only does poison damage. Shield does not block poison. I should have remembered that. So that was completely useless. Oh, cool. I actually rolled this perfectly. Alright, so when you hit the jackpot, you get random options of different things you can do. Now, unfortunately, the 6 cannot be used in the plasma blaster, so we have to use it on the pea shooter. And Lucky Shot will finish him off. But the options you get there are actually random on the jackpot. And so now we got +2 CPU, so now instead of 9 being the max, 11 is the max. So, looking to get more offensive stuff. And the auto break is mentioned, auto roll mentioned guarantees the jackpot. I'm probably going to use that in this fight. Let's use that here. Okay. So we'll do 4 damage, add 3 shield. Because we're going to take some damage here from this guy. Oh, at least his 5 is a useless roll. Cool. That pea shooter is completely worthless. Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, he can't use the 6. Just kind of like trading back and forth here. Okay, that's the one I didn't want him to hit. Okay. Got 3 shield. This is like a long, drawn-out fight of us slapping each other, but because I'm getting the shield, I'm not actually taking any damage. I'm taking 1 damage so far. The weaken, though, is annoying. Unfortunately, I can't use this here. The pea shooter does 1 damage, but I have nowhere else to put these rolls. Oh, wow, okay. Lucky Shot, and 1 damage for the kill. Okay. He did 1 damage to us, and then we auto-heal after this fight. Okay, that's a good first roll. So, like, you have to use these before you hit the, before you go over. So, once you get up to the top, you want to start using the dice. Oh, ow, that's a, oof. He just did 10 damage to us, Jesus, okay. Baby Squid. Baby Squid's not messing around. We'll auto-roll for the last bit. Again, usually I just go for more damage. I guess it's not random. I guess it's on some of the other options you can take that it becomes random. Baby Squid was not... Jesus! He rolled it 6-4 again! Oh my god! Holy cow! I guess we have to auto roll or we're just gonna freaking die here. Jeez, this dude, sometimes in this game the computer just rolls like an absolute god and there's nothing you can do. Alright, so here's our options. We've got the Final Fantasy branding here, Buster Shot, Ultimate Weapon. Ultimate Weapon, do X damage, double on Jackpot. Buster Sword, do X damage, immune to errors. This one is infinitely better because this way you can always use a roll that goes over the limit. This one is way better. Unless you're doing a specific build around hitting the jackpot. This one I have found to be vastly, vastly superior, since you can always use this no matter what you roll. Okay, this one's kind of interesting too. Do 1 damage, add 1 every time you roll. It's kind of interesting. So this is good, we're getting some more offensive options. Basically the pea shooter is terrible. This is really bad, using a 5 roll to only do 2 damage, so having other things we can put rolls into is very good. Okay, so... oh boy, I don't actually want to put that into this, but... because I prefer to save this for after we go over the limit, but I gotta do the 6 damage. Okay, 3 damage there, we're getting close to the limit, yeah. Not bad. Okay, what's this one? Okay, 5 damage. And burn 2. Fortunately, we have some stuff to deal with after this. Okay, so this will definitely do for this. Another 5. We can use this after we go over the limit, I suppose. Yeah. I'll also just do the 4 instead, because I don't take 2 damage for it. Should be able to kill him on the next turn. Oh, he rolled another 2. Okay, he's liking these 2s. Have a limit break up. Okay. Let's auto roll this. We can regenerate for 3. This does 4, and then this will kill. Okay. Kind of nasty rolls there from that guy. Alright, let's heal. This will get us basically back to full. Let's see what's in the store. I actually kind of like this one. The short circuit. I don't have anything else to do with the gold, so this one also just can kick in over time as you roll more. If you can roll 4 dice, so it gets better as the meter fills up and leveling up. Oh, okay, cool. We've got this right here. So we don't want to upgrade the pea shooter. That, I mean, that's an improvement. Then we can use 6s there, but I think we can do better. This one just add 2 damage. This one you don't need even. This one you don't even need to roll 4 dice. You just do X damage. Let's see what else we can get on this floor, and then we can always come back and use this later. I want to see what else I can get. Okay. Oh wow, we actually hit everything. Cool. I actually want to roll 1 more dice here because that'll activate this. Yeah. Does this guy do poison? Yeah, this guy just poisons, so shield's not going to do anything. Alright, not bad. Else we got shock for our extra. Well, that's fine, that causes him to waste the dice. Makes it less likely he'll be able to activate that, even though he rolled double 6s that round. Alright. Do this. This. Ah. 1 more round. Almost managed to get there. Oh no, he's gonna double from 2 all the way to 4. Fortunately, he hasn't really done much of anything there yet. That'll do it. Yeah, there's no point in shielding that battle because poison ignores shields. Alright, what's in here? Flip a dice upside down. That actually can be pretty useful. Because I probably have too many damage things right now, in all honesty. Okay, let's replace the pea shooter with that, honestly. Pea shooter's pretty terrible. At least that gives me more options. Alright, so like we can flip this upside down and turn it into a 6 now. Alright, let's do this. Turn you into a 6. There we go. Ah, That's a good turn. Like, we actually had a good turn there. We managed to use just about everything and even got 3 shield in place. That'll... Oh, he's gonna go for the... Okay, well, I didn't expect you to go for the poison. Whatever. Getting a lot of ones. Okay. Okay. Just all ones. We got a curse? Okay. If I can get an even number, I'd love to use that. Oh, nice. There we go. Alright, well, that does it. Cool. Robot has the complexity of the witch without being terrible. Yeah. A good way of putting that. I want to see what there is in this store before I use the anvil. Without being terrible. So now we have 13 on the CPU. It gives us a little bit more room. Another 6. Okay. Well, let's use this here. I'll use our auto roll. How about that? Okay. Let's roll one more dice because that'll unlock short circuit. Do I want the shield on this guy? I think I do. Okay. We only got poison. That's one of the worst statuses. Okay, he can do 10 damage here and will. Still, that's not too bad. He also had to use up 2 of those things. I'm getting a lot of 6s here. This. Make sure we're hitting here. Okay, we can flip this upside down. Yeah, I figured we were gonna bust out there. He'll hit us for 7 here. But there's enough healing items that we'll be able to get back to full after this. Okay. Whatever. That works. Yep, that we actually get exactly back to full. Okay. Let's see what's in here. This is not bad because this is actually pretty good. Do 1 damage, get a new dice with value +1. I'm just wondering what would I put that on over if I were to get that? Would I just put that over the spatula maybe? Then again, I might want to just save the gold I have. It's not amazing. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Bump blade. Right, we would get another dice that doesn't cost CPU. I think it would just be this, the short circuit. Upgrade this. Because like the +2 on Buster Sword's nice, but this way we don't have to roll 4 dice. This way we can always use this every turn. I think that this is the most useful thing to get here. We're definitely never using the pea shooter again. I think this is okay right here. I think I'll pass the bump blade. I might want to spend more gold on something else down the road. Never know. Okay. No shops on this floor, so I don't know. Maybe I should have gotten that. We'll see. There's been a number of turns, though, like where I rolled a 6 at the beginning of the turn and I wanted to be able to use it on something. Yeah, like this, right? Like this is now a perfect opportunity to use this. 5, okay. Well, we're going to bust out in a second, so let's just use our guaranteed. I think we do this. Hit for 5, and then we'll flip this upside down and use it for 5. That's a good turn. He has to waste 1 die on his shock. I mean, he's still got a very good turn. He still did 8 and Frozen 2. But for Robot, freezing 2 is actually not that bad because, look, 1, 1. That's going to power up the mechanical arm. Oh, Lock. Lock's a pretty good status. Okay. How do we want to do this? We could flip this upside down. So if we roll right now, we have 5 out of 6 odds of not busting out. Oh, cool. Well, that works. Let's do this. We can heal for 3, and then just kill him with that. Yep, freezing is a buff to Robot. It's really bad for the Warrior, but it's not bad for Robot at all. Because the Warrior needs high dice rolls, but like, Thief doesn't really care about 1s, and Robot doesn't really care about 1s either. Okay, want to roll a bit to see what we can do. So, like, we can use this for 5. That's a good way to burn a 2. Like this, we can turn into a 6 and hit for 6, and then we can pull this here, and then this here, and then we bust over, and then we use that. Wow, that was like a perfect turn. And we got Curse on this person, too, which is a great, one of the nastiest statuses. Come on, Curse. There we go. She's actually going to lock 2 dice from me, which is not great. I guess that means the first 2 dice I can't use. Yeah, not great. I am kind of amused about adding like these random statuses every turn. I would love to do this, but I don't have an even die. I can't. If it hadn't been for the locked dice, we would have killed her at that turn. Unfortunate that. Still not too bad. And then we'll have our auto roll up for the next turn. We shouldn't need it here. Sure, whatever, you're dead. Okay, what's in the box? So this is kind of interesting. If the enemy rolls blank, that dice is locked, but it doesn't deal any actual damage, so not really that useful. By the way, you can go to the next floor if you want, but you kind of need to kill all the enemies because you kind of need the auto heals, and like you want to level up. If you kill every enemy, you level up right before the final boss, which is usually what you want. Alright, so this is good here. Oh, okay, that's something. We can do this for this, and this for this, and lucky shot for 5 more. Well, I didn't even have to use the auto roll there. Well, that's not a very good roll for him. He only can use 2 of the 4 dice. And we get frozen, which as already mentioned is not a bad status condition for a robot, because it just is going to power that up. Okay. We can do this, so that we can hit for 5 there. Lucky shot to kill. So I do like how fast this game can go sometimes. Alright. So this is pretty good. You can reduce the CPU counter. Let's at least hold on to that. Although, I didn't get the better... There's another one that's even better that you can get that actually allows you to deal damage while also reducing the CPU counter. I'm not sure I find a use for this at the moment in my setup, but we'll see. I mean, we already have a spatula, so no. There's one that you can deal damage while also reducing the CPU, and it's the strongest thing the robot has, at least from what I've seen. But we haven't come across it so far in this playthrough. Okay. Cool, the semiconductors, indeed. Alright, so out of this, let's flip this upside down. 6 damage. Oh, frozen, that's nice. You might as well use this, because you're going to take some damage. Probably just going to lucky shot him again. Alright, so we can shield here. 6 damage. You can see I don't quite have enough dice to use the Plasma Blaster right now. Like, I'm just like 1 dice short of being able to use it. I will get another dice eventually, but like that's something that could be replaced. Alright, so he can curse me, but at the cost of doing very little damage to me. Okay, so he's gonna get a curse. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but just one of those things you have to accept that that's gonna hit sometimes. Means it's gonna take 1 extra turn to kill him. That's okay though. Oh, he can curse again if he wants. He can curse or do 4 damage. He opts to do damage, which is probably the correct decision on his part. But he's definitely dead now. Yeah, you're dead. You don't really want to clog up your inventory with stuff that doesn't deal damage. You mostly need to just keep dealing damage. Anyway, so we need to... Oh, let's see what's in the chest. Increase jackpot range. That's interesting. I've actually never used that before. We also have an upgrade anvil, so... It's definitely not the Plasma Blaster. I don't think it's the small shield. It's probably the Buster Sword. Like, this is nice because you don't need an even, but I don't think it's that amazing. lowers the lower bound for jackpot. Yeah, I mean, like, that's nice, but... Reduce... Oh. Oh! Whoa! All we need is an even die to reduce the counter by 7? Heck yeah. We're gonna make use of that. That is really good. That is extremely busted. Remember I said we weren't really using the Plasma Buster? That is very, very good. Although I actually think I might want it over the small shield, because now I'm going to have enough dice that I will be able to use this. So I think I'll do that instead. I'm going to have enough dice that I will, in fact, be able to use that. That is very busted. Because, remember, the mechanical arm keeps getting powered up with every roll. Well, where is this? Well, all the way back down to 0 again. Do 7 damage now. That's pretty busted. Yeah, we actually have like more dice than we can really use right now. That was a good turn. Okay. I mean, not as good as those thief turns because the thief is so freaking busted, but it's still a very good turn. Oh, all that does is heal him? Okay. Oh, he's not even going to bother healing himself. Okay. He went for more damage. Oh. I didn't actually want that to be multiple 6s. So that's pointless now. Well, we can do 6 damage. And 6 damage. And we can do another 4 damage. And lucky shot. Boom! Boom, you're dead. That heat sink is rather overpowered. Wait, add 1 shield and add 1 each roll? But it takes up 2 slots. I don't see how we could fit that. There's no way we can fit that with our build right now. And I want all the other stuff I have. So that's, yeah, not something we can take. Oh well. That would be cool, but... as I said, there's not really any way we can use that. Alright. Heat sink. Whoop! Right back down to 0 again. Oh man, I need to get an even. Okay, fortunately I can do that. Fortunately I can do that. Let's use this because we're about to get rid of it. Yeah. Alright, I mean that's a good turn. Not the greatest status condition we got. And he's gonna hit us for 10, but whatever. To 8 damage on this now. Alright. Let's just auto roll because we've got the limit break up. 9, we can hit for 9 here. Okay. We actually only have 1 even die. Because I want to flip this and use it on that. Nice. Another 2 turn. We'll never find out what a Dicey skeleton looks like. That heat sink thing is absolutely OP. I can actually heal for another 10 here, but I don't think this guy's going to do 38 damage as opposed to 40 damage. I'm pretty sure we've got this. Yeah, it turns out this heat sink, once it's upgraded, is very overpowered. Okay, stop rolling 6. Alright, well, that'll not quite as good as what we've seen on some of these other turns. I should have tossed that 3 in there. I should have known I was about to go over. Yeah, so he can hit for damage, but every turn he loses damage there, so... oh, that's actually kind of bad. Apparently we're just rolling very, very high numbers this turn. Yeah. But, like, even though that's a bad turn, it still works. Like, it still works out, right? And this is nice. We'll have the auto roll lined up for the boss fight after this. Let's just be safe here. Okay. Well, I think I managed that fight correctly. So it's like if we roll high numbers, yeah, it's like what's nice about this is if we roll high numbers, then the Buster Sword, the Short Circuit, and the Plasma Blaster gets them. If we roll low numbers, Mechanical Arm gets them, and we can flip them upside down with the Spatula. So like no matter what we roll, we're going to be hitting for a lot of damage. Like no matter what. So she likes to burn the dice. I believe I found her to be arguably the second hardest of the bosses. So she can do this multiple times. And she has the Thief's Pocket Knife too, which is pretty nasty. Alright, anyway though. Well, we're pretty nasty too at this point. Oh, I should have rolled one more. Okay. Might as well auto roll. We have the jackpot ready to go. Alright. So what can we do here? That. That. Upside down. That. There we go. I mean, not amazing, but 28 damage is still not bad. We got shock on, so that'll force her to waste one of her dice. She'll waste the... Interesting. That's all she did? Okay. Well, that was not particularly scary. Okay. Alright. Let's start with this. Oh, we actually hit this too. Shot, and then we'll just take this and do 6. Couldn't quite get through 70 damage in 2 turns, but it looks like we're going to get through it in 3 without any problems whatsoever. Okay, yeah, okay. That was not that dangerous. Alright, and she is very dead. We can do this, and then we still have another attack ready to go too. Alright, well, there's the robot. As I said, pretty good class. If you hit the key things. We hit the 2 things that we really need. Well, the main thing we really needed was that heat sink. That was the biggest thing that we needed. That was really overpowered. As I mentioned, there's another one that's really good too. It's every time you roll you can turn every even dice into 3 damage and -3 on the meter. So like if you just roll a bunch of like 2s and 4s, it's like, oh, it goes up 2, it goes up 4, and then it goes down 6, and you do 6 damage. So I actually think that's even better, but it relies on hitting even numbers, whereas, well, I guess what we had relied on even numbers as well, but yeah, so anyway, that's Robot, and then maybe next week we'll look at Inventor and Jester. The Inventor is probably my least favorite class, but... Anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and we'll switch over to our Endless Space 2 game and pick up where we left off last week.